This is source-based information we are receiving. Sources telling Republic that India is now exploring options further to hire charter planes to evacuate more Indians from Afghanistan. This is the attempt now, as India is likely to hire charter planes to bring back more Indians. Earlier this morning, we also got you details of the second batch of diplomats, officials and journalists who were evacuated from Kabul when Indian Air Force's C-17 aircraft had landed and reached India. And now this is the latest information we are getting. Discussions that are underway to bring back more Indians from Afghanistan, for which charter planes will now be hired. This is to evacuate citizens from there. Earlier this morning, when the Indian Air Force aircraft had flown from Hamid Karzai International Airport at around 8 a.m. with the help of US forces manning the ATC, and about 120 diplomats, officials and journalists were brought back in all. And now charter planes could very well be the next way, is what we are being told. Shivani is live with me on the broadcast. Shivani, what more can you tell us?
Suesha, even as we speak, there are multiple missions that are going on. Not much information to be disclosed because of the security reasons. But yes, definitely the government of India is on the mission to evacuate all people who are still stranded in Afghanistan, in Kabul. And we know that already 2 C-17 sorties have been successfully evacuated people from Afghanistan's Kabul airport. And right now I'm standing at the Indian Air Base, and 1 hour back, 1 C-17 Globemaster have already landed here, Suesha, with around 140 people who are on board. They are the embassy members, they are the family members of these embassy staff and other people also who needed help. We are also getting to know that the government sources, through government sources, we are getting to know that there are around 1,650 people who have reached out to the embassy in Afghanistan for their return to India. And as we know that the embassy members today have come back, but the local support still remains. That has been confirmed by the embassy, by the MEA sources, that there are local support people who are still in Afghanistan, in Kabul, who will be helping all the Indians who are still stranded there to come back. And what we are talking about and what we are getting to know about through our sources, that even each and every option will be thought about, be it that of the chartered planes also, to hire the chartered planes also, and also our forces would be on the mission of evacuation. So this is a continued process until each Indian or people who are in need are brought back to safe places, brought back to India. Suesha.
Continue telling us more, Shivani, because we also need to understand how the MEA is involved in this process, how communication is being established with Indians in Afghanistan, and when it comes to chartering planes, what is the help that one can really expect from the US also on this front when it comes to manning those flights in Afghanistan?
Suesha, we know that the Ministry of External Affairs has already issued a helpline number. It has given the numbers and it has said that anybody in need of help can contact the embassy there on these particular numbers, and arrangements will be done. And many other missions are still taking place in Kabul to evacuate people. There are more than 1,500 to 1,600 people who are still stranded, who need help, who want to return to India. These are the people who are Indians. Apart from Indians, there are many community people, minority community people who are, they want to repatriate to India and to other safe places. So for them also, the MHA has changed the visa provisions to emergency visas, and much more is being done, and many operations are going on simultaneously with coordination with the different agencies of the government. So very soon we'll be getting more good news from Kabul, from where the government is involved in the repatriation of these people.